the school cafeteria is now in our state. We're talking about Eat Real. And get this, the program also helps Washington farmers. Joining us in studio with the details is CEO of Eat Real, Nora LaTorre, and chef and restaurateur, Ethan Stowell. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is a great program. I've been excited about this to get you guys on the show. I mean, eating healthy is what makes a difference, right? Tell me about Eat Real.
So Eat Real is a leading children's health nonprofit where we believe that every child deserves a healthy, delicious future on a livable planet. And we are really excited to be launching in Washington State. We're in 10 states. We're launching in 20 states on track to reach 1 million kids. And it's all about helping kids learn to love real food so that we can really expand their lifespans, their health spans, and their happiness spans, and to help them achieve their dreams.
I mean, what got both of you started in this? I know you're in the food industry and you make delicious food, and to pair up and do something like this at the elementary level and all the way up, what was your inspiration?
Well, for me, Joy, I mean, obviously, Nora's a great person and super energetic. It's nice to have that kind of energy around. But feeding kids is I can't think of a better cause, right? And the sooner you get kids exposed to high quality foods, natural foods, it doesn't need to be fancy.
Right.
It's apples and it's spinach, it's all kinds of stuff. But as soon as you get them exposed to it, it becomes more the norm.
Yeah.
So having not only kids exposed to better foods and the dollars from the farms going back into the schools, it's a great program. It's a win-win for everybody.
And it's connecting communities, right?
Yes, that's what's so powerful. It's really about helping schools, which are the largest restaurant chain in America. They serve more meals than Subway, Starbucks, to kids and McDonald's combined. They have more locations than those restaurants. And so really, we believe that schools can be the best restaurant in town, and they should be because they serve the most important customers. And they can not only help the kids have access to real food, but they can strengthen the local economy by really buying from local farmers and keeping those dollars in the community. So it's also about really food jobs and good food jobs that can benefit the local farms and keep the economy strong.
And we all know we can go back to our childhood, and I think about what I had at my elementary school, and it was always
On a tater tots.
Yeah, you packed lunch, a lot of processed foods and things like that. And it's really interesting to see and get kids involved with eating healthy, because you say kale and sweet potatoes, or even carrots and broccoli, and you just kind of go, ugh. But how do you make that so good and delicious for them?
So what was really exciting is we were just on Whidbey Island visiting Coopville, and they have 1,000 students, 3 schools, and they serve hundreds of thousands of meals a year. And it was delicious. Like they had kimchi on salad bar. They had pickled. We've been talking about the pickled onions. Tell them what dish was.
Yeah, it was the meal they had. His name's Chef Andres. He's running the school program out there. He's a super positive, great chef that really is inspired by giving kids healthy food. So they had chicken parm with some buttered noodles, and they had garlic roasted broccoli. They had a salad bar that had homemade kimchi, homemade pickled jalapenos, homemade pickled onions, and those are
raspberries in the garden.
Those are things that they grew on the school property.
Oh wow! At our elementary school in our neighborhood, they're growing some good foods on the property, but. Tell us where they are in Washington right now. What schools are involved?
So we just launched in Washington. We're really excited about it. That's the big news, with Coopville as our first. And then Yakima just joined. So we're excited to bring this movement across the state. And then we have one other district in the Seattle area who's thinking about it. And we're really hopeful that more parents, students, and leaders in these schools across the state will raise their hand and say that they want to join the program. And so we think that Washington could be our fastest growing state in terms of impact and reaching kids. And so we're really excited about the momentum and the positive energy and the community coming together to say that they want to make schools the best restaurant in town.
And it's really important, and we thank you for having us on, because it's really about exposure.
Yeah.
Right? We need parents to ask for this. We need parents to talk to their employers about it, because there's a lot of matching programs and things like that they can get involved in. And it's not anything hard. It's really an education program and an organization program that we're doing, and just having people ask about it's going to make a lot of movement for it.
And I think the way to connect with schools is we have big PTAs across Washington. Washington State parents are really involved. So diving into the PTA and just saying healthy food, bringing that back
Yeah.
is probably going to spark interest. So what's next for you guys?
And people can reach out to eatreal.org and reach out to our team. And that actually has been happening in Washington. And that one mom, an incredible mom, Monica Plath, local, actually helped champion and bring us to the state. And then she reached out to where she went to school in Yakima and just said, hey, first of all, thank you so much for your leadership and caring about our kids and the food that you provide. Can I introduce this free resource, Eat Real? And they said yes, and they signed on right away. And Cassie over there is just going to cook up some real change. And so it was a mom that really brought us to Yakima and made the introduction. And so, in terms of what's next? Yeah,
it's me. I'm going to be spending time in schools, and just being an advocate or champion. I mean, it's not me. That's the big piece of this. It's definitely Nora, and it's definitely the school cafeteria chefs.
Yeah.
Right? They're the heroes in this.
For sure.
They're taking on a little bit of extra work. But yeah, it's going to be me spending some time in some schools, enjoying that, because it's actually really fun. The kids are really engaged. The kids are really having a great time with it. And Nora's got the majority of work. She's the CEO of the company, and she's got to go do all the advocacy work and getting it into all the schools.
We're making it
thank
happen.
you so much.
Thank you. Can I just share really quickly why this is just so urgent as well? So we're actually experiencing American health collapse, and our kids are on track to have shorter lifespans than their parents, and health spans and happiness spans. Pediatric cancers are up. Type 2 diabetes are up in kids. It's just a health crisis in our children, and real food is the best way to help
we want people to be able to go to your website and look at more information, find out more about this. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Nora and Ethan. So
Thanks
thank you
for
so
having
much for being here.
Thank
with us
you.
today.
Thank you.
Yeah.